Ugh. Hi. It's me, Sailor Earth, Ernest here. And and today everyone's gonna ask Seba clear my throat there. And everyone is gonna ask, oh, why we're not on TikTok. Alright. First off, um can't be on TikTok because we don't have a far speaker or a wireless far speaker that can take on websteads or tools or whatever you want to call them. You know, so that's not going to work. It's like Hexagram, the same belief that um more folks like to do all that stuff on their wireless far speakers than their reckoners. Oh, who goes on a reckoner anymore? Is probably what they thought. And the only thing I can say is that TikTok was going to be on the locked list at one time because some folks in the one of our former forest sitter, I should say now, thought that it was giving away um, lawn mode trade craft or trade secrets or whatever, trade unknowns or whatever you want to call it, trade unknowns, I guess, or trade craft or whatever it was. And there was no truth to any of it. So at the end of the day, that's probably the only thing I could say that I was happy for TikTok not being on the lock list. No, I don't go on it. See, I can't go on it because I don't have a wireless far speaker to put the films up there and all the other stuff that a lot of folks do. But a lot of folks do, and for them, that's like, you know, good enough for them. Now, some folks out there might say, "Oh, well, TikTok is going to take over, or you take over, get the edge on YouTube." I don't really think they can. You see, TikTok is only like stuck being on a wireless far speaker only. If they made it where you could be on your reckoner and also go on there, then yeah, they might have the edge. But as of right now, they still don't, unless someone can tell me otherwise. And I'm sure someone out there will be like, "Oh, well, you should be on there. You know, you should offshoot yourself to many websites as you can." Yeah, and a lot of them don't work the same way YouTube do. A lot of them either, oh, the film gets stuck in for laying, you can't make a reckoning, oh, it's not free, you have to buy it, all kinds of hang ups, which, unless your name's YouTube, you don't seem to have a lot of hangs up with. Yeah. So, it was one of our followers or someone out there who said, "Oh, we should be on there," and then we told them why we should not. You know, and I know a lot of folks out there be like, um, there'll be some folks saying, "Oh, what do you mean you don't go on there? Well, what do you mean you don't got a TikTok reckoning and a TikTok for fairway, if that's what they call it?" Um, because I don't got a wireless far speaker. All I have is a wireless far speaker, but not a wise wireless far speaker. I should have said that way in the beginning. My mistake. I should have said I don't have a wise wireless far speaker. The ones that got all the tools on there. Some of them you work with, some you don't work with. You know. Um. So yeah, and the one I have is just one of those ones where, oh, you can get words, you can talk to someone. That's about it. It's not one of those wise ones where you got all these tools and you can unput tools from from the interweb and all that stuff. And you got a shooter so you can take likenesses and all the other things. Um, Mine isn't like that. Mine is a dumb wireless far speaker, if that's what you call the ones that are not wise. So I don't have a wise wireless far speaker, so that's not going to work. And to my wisdom, TikTok seems to only run off the wise wireless far speakers because they kind of handicap you. Oh, you can make a reckoning, you can make a fairway for your reckoner, but if you want to put, I don't know, likenesses or films or whatever, then you gotta go through the wise wireless far speaker to do all that shit, because they're gonna want you to download their Webstead tool, whatever you want to call it, into your wise wireless far speaker, which I don't have, and mine isn't that kind, so it's not gonna work. So there you go. There's my grounds to why we don't go with it. Plus, TikTok is a unknown Webstead that really hasn't been around that long, and who knows what kind of hangups it has. Films getting stuck in for laying, I'm sure that happens a lot. Um, yeah, that's probably the big one. Or, yeah, knowing my luck, either one of the two things will happen. Either one, the films will get stuck in for laying. Either it won't take the likenesses. Oh, they're too big, they're too small, so you gotta deal with that shit, you know. And from all the films that I see, they're like these short films. They're not really long. So why would I want to be on a webstead that would not let me make a long film if I wanted to? You see, on YouTube, I can make a long film as long as I have the I guess I would say the gift or the tool or whatever. Yeah, the gift to go beyond fifth fifth between minutes and more. From what I see when one's on TikTok, all these are short films. They are all of them short films, not really that long. And if that's going to be the edge on YouTube, then it's not going to work for me. Because I like to make long films and short films, but I like to have the say in how long or how short they are, and not the Webstead saying you can only make about 10 minute or maybe 8 minute or I don't know 7 between I don't know whatever. But minute's a French borrowed word, so I don't even know what the English. See, minute's a French borrowed word, so I don't even know what the English word for that would be. But that's not even the grounds of this film. The grounds is that all kinds of hang up with TikTok, all kinds of unknowns, and that's why I don't go on it, and that's why I don't have it. I'm Sailor Earth Ernest, and I hope you like this film. Know what I mean?